Now, continuing from where we last left off within our simulation, we're going to be able to add the picture frame that we just uploaded and be able to incorporate the new image that we've uploaded with it. So first, we're going to click on our picture frame and drag it in like any other virtual object. And we're going to place it against this wall here. I'm just going to type in specific y values of 1.4 and a specific x value of -6.2, just because I like the way things are. I'm going to confirm that it is visible and is static, and then I need to go over to the customizable attributes. So first, you're going to want to create a custom attribute, and I'm just going to name this one display. And then we're going to hit the drop down for the attribute type. We're going to go down to monitor display. Now here you can select the display area, of which we only have one, but it is possible that there will be multiple on your object in question, so do keep that in mind. Next, you'll go for the target image, and we only have one image here. So what this has done is we have made a display attribute with this, and what it will do is at the start of our simulation, it will change the default image on it from what's currently displayed to the one that we have uploaded. Now, if I don't want this to be the case, I will show you how to adjust that in a minute. But first, we're going to save what we have, and we'll see that this image will not be displayed during our experience, but instead will be something else. So by hitting save and then play, we will launch into our simulation, and you will see that the image has changed. Now, this is the most basic way you can do it, but you will also be able to change that image during the course of your simulation should you so choose. So let's hit continue.
Welcome to a simulation. Here you will be presented with a conversation among your colleagues.
Well, I think you're discriminating based on my background.
Okay, so with that is one method where it will change by default and it will happen before any actions are taken by your user. However, there is a good chance that you will want that image to change or update throughout the course of your simulation, in which case you will still want to create this, but rather than having a default image selected, you will just leave it blank, and you will need to go into your logic tree. In order to change the image, and this can be done at any point in time during the course of your simulation, I'm just going to have it happen here at the conversation 1 point. I'm going to go to set attribute, create, and I'm just going to change the order of this by clicking on the upper right hand corner, not the X button, but the reorganizing button. And so the first thing that's going to happen when we enter in here is that image is going to change. So next, for the entity type, I need to select virtual object, scroll down to the entity in question, which is my picture frame, and then scroll down to the display. Here, I can change the target display and the target image. So what this will do is my introduction will go through where I will be welcome to the simulation. These two will look at each other. I have no transition or trigger conditions to move forward, so it will just move forward on its own. And then the image will change, followed by which Justin will begin speaking. So I'm just going to quickly save that. Now we're going to go experience our simulation again. And you will notice it will still have the flower print image initially, which will then change to the SimInsights XR training once we go through it.
Welcome to a simulation. Here you will be presented with a conversation.
Well, I think you're discriminating based on my background.
Maybe that's not so good of a demonstration due to the display being there initially. So I'm just going to make that happen immediately after the first conversation is done. So I'm going to move it down one slot in the logic tree so you can more clearly see when that change takes place. Okay, now by hitting play, we should be able to get our introduction. Once the introduction is done, one turn of dialogue should happen, the display should change, and then the next individual should begin speaking.
Welcome to a simulation. Here you will be presented with a conversation among your colleagues. Walk in closer to listen. Observe carefully and respond.
Well, I think you're discriminating based on my background.
I most certainly am not. I was merely being honest with my.
So as you can see, you're able to control what is displayed on that panel freely at any time in the simulation by utilizing the attributes in these ways. With the picture frame being able to be used and leveraged as an environmental object where you can use it to display images, instructions, or anything else that you find necessary at any given point in time. With this, we'll move on to uploading videos and incorporating them into your state machine. Thank you.